Hi there folks, welcome back to Rich Reviews. I hope you're enjoying your Thanksgiving week. I know I am. Turkey was great. And so, the latest film here I want to review for you guys, and this is a Netflix film with serious implications for the Oscar race, and personally I think it's one of the best films I've seen so far this year, is a film called Mudbound. This is directed by Dee Reese and co-written by Dee Reese and Virgil Williams and based on a novel by Hilary Jordan. This tells you the story of two families, one white, one black, as they work the farm in Post WWII Mississippi, which doesn't look all that much different from Post Civil War Mississippi, but hey, there you go. In the opening monologue provided by Lauren, played by Carey Mulligan, she says, "When I think of the farm, I think of mud. There was no defeating it. It could everything, and that's how you expect it." And her husband was swindled out of money by buying a house that had to live in a shack with no plumbing and no electricity. So Henry McAllen, played by Jason Clarke, has fulfilled his lifelong dream of owning a farm, as I previously mentioned earlier on. And he brings along his wife, his two children, and his father Poppy, played by Jonathan Banks, who is an unrepentant racist. You'll find more charm in a rattlesnake than him. Frankly, they live in abject misery, but hey, look, that's what Henry's dream is to do. And his brother Jamie, played by Garrett Hedlund, is off doing volume runs over Germany. And one of the tenants of this farm that's been sharecropping since the slavery days are the Jacksons, played by Rob Morgan, who really all he wants to do is own his own farm. And his wife Florence, played by Mary J. Blige, she keeps her distance from white folks because, quite frankly, hey look, this is Mississippi, and even the nicest folks can be passive against the more aggressive folks who spit vitriol. And her son Ronzel, played by Jason Mitchell, is a tank commander in General Patton's army during World War II, and both of these men come home broken and inefficient. You know, Jamie basically suffers from PTSD and drinks all day. Ronzel just basically wanders and is adrift by the fact that, hey look, I served with a station overseas, I had a girlfriend in Germany, there was equality to a certain degree, and no one here thanks me for my service. Yes, because you live in Mississippi. And these two form a friendship which wouldn't be all uncommon, but then again, hey look, they live in Mississippi, when even the nice, quiet folks could possibly have hood sheets in their closets for all we know. For those people who are often wondering, hey look, what would it be like to farm? Well, this movie provides an answer for you, because the farm is in and of itself is a quagmire. No one is defeating this farm here. Now, 6 of these 7 characters provide voiceover narration into what they're thinking. The Jonathan Banks character doesn't provide any insight to what he's thinking because he's an unrepentant racist, and he's probably the most chilling character in here because he's a perfect portrait of how evil a man can be. And with Hedlund, Mulligan, and Mitchell providing the most valuable insight you can have in a film, this film also shows you how basically sharecropping was really a means to keep the black person in the South into all about slavery of things. Quite frankly, who wants to be a farmer? And it's like, even for poor whites who are farming, they have legal protection. Poor blacks who are farmers really don't. Follows the novel in such a way that it provides a somewhat upbeat ending. The novel itself was a series of what-ifs. This movie ends with sort of an exclamation point of things. And again, as these two families sort of intertwine and collide with one another in a way that is powerful and it's emotional and it's really moving to a certain degree. And I hope this film earns its Oscar nominations for this film, folks, because every one of these performances are largely powerful, especially coming from Mitchell, who, again, I thought, you know, Straight Outta Compton was a good film, not the greatest thing ever made, but he was certainly good in it. And Garrett Hedlund, finally, I think he's given good performance. And also Mulligan, I'm not a fan of Carey Mulligan, but here at least I think, okay, here's a performance that is worthy of her. And Jonathan Banks, yes, the cop from Breaking Bad, wow, get chills down your spine. Wow, you just have to see it. Mudbound, to me, is currently playing on Netflix. It's playing in a handful of theaters for Oscar consideration, quite frankly. And so what I'm going to say here right now is that for me, this film is super awesome. Please go see this film on Netflix, or if you're showing it out there, go see this, because quite frankly, you're going to be missing one of the most powerful experiences you can have seeing a film, and how racism, quite frankly, in a sense that we have moved a lot since 1946, but sometimes, as always, a step of 2 steps forwards, 1 step back. So folks, what do you think of Mudbound? Do you happen to like this film? Do you have care for it all? Please put that in the comment box below. I'll see you next time, folks. Yeah,